And hello, welcome to this OpenMC video. Today I want to talk a little bit about going to where we want to bring this tutorial series. We want to bring this tutorial series to learn how to do multi-group cross-section generation so that we can extract cross-sections from this multi-color calculation so that we can put it into GenFOAM, okay, or some other finite volume solver or deterministic solver. Okay, so deterministic solver. Right, so usually to do that, we need to go and look at this part called multi-group cross-section generation. Okay, so this will be in IPython, okay, or Jupyter Notebook in other words. You'll be able to find this tutorial inside your Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so you can actually look at what's going on here. Okay, Alright, so there are a lot of things here to go through. How do you actually generate these cross sections? Okay, for even a very simple infinite medium, and yeah, how do you okay, sorry, yeah, my ringtone, yes, okay, never mind. You have this infinite medium, and you have this kind of 2D lattice, 2D medium. Okay, so you create your root universe and everything as normal in your geometry, and you create your materials and your settings as well. Okay, this one is if you want to have a different kind of source, neutron source, you can do it, but I'm not going through that in this video. Okay, I'm not doing that in this video. But yeah, there are some things you need to note about making sure that tallies are coming out. Okay, okay, so you can actually you will actually be needing to know some basic details. Okay, so one of them is tallies. All right, to be able to do multi-group cross section, you need to know how to deal with tallies. All right, and you need to also learn how to use this MGXS energy groups as well. Okay, but that part will come a little bit later. Alright, you need to first understand tallies before you understand multi-group cross-section. And this is what this video is about. I want to quickly go through the basic introduction of tallies. Okay, so what's a tally? Okay, a tally is it's basically a system of counting. Okay, it's a pretty the name speaks for itself. Okay, so let's say if you want to count the number of fissions in your fuel, right? So let's say you have a rod fuel, and then you start sending a neutron, or you send 1,000 neutrons in there. Okay, so how many of them undergo fission? Okay, so usually you have neutrons bouncing around in the fuel, and then some of them are absorbed, some of them cause fissions. So every time you cause a fission, you want to count. All right. So this process of counting is just tallying. Okay, so the idea of tallies is to just count the number of interactions. For example, fissions. For example, absorptions. For example, scattering. So this is what tallies are about. So to count so-called the reaction rate or the number of fissions or whatever, you use this thing called tallies. Okay, so there are a few things you may need to do. Okay, and the first place to look, I mean, your first introduction with tallies will be in this modeling a pin cell IPython notebook, which is the most basic one, which we started with. Okay, this is the IPython notebook, and where's the tallies? Yeah, so these are the tallies. All right. So what are the basic things to tallies? You have this thing. You have first introduced this thing to this thing called the filter. All right. Okay, so let's say what's a filter? All right. Let's say you have two fuel rods, right? Let's say you have two fuel rods. Okay. Let's say you have two fuel rods. You have fuel rod 1 and a fuel rod 2. Alright, let's say you only want to count the number of fissions. Okay, number of fissions in a fuel rod 1. This fuel rod 1, fuel rod 2. Let's say you want to count the number of fissions only in fuel rod 1. So the filter, because there will be fissions in fuel rod 2, which you don't want to count, you only want to count them in fuel rod 1. So how do you ensure that they are only counted in fuel rod 1? So you need to actually filter. You actually need to apply a filter, meaning to say, if my fission is in fuel rod 1, you count it. If my fission is in fuel rod 2 or outside fuel rod 1, you do not count it. So this is the idea of what a filter is about. Okay, so when you apply this filter, well, this cell filter, in this case cell filter, you call it OpenMC filter, and you put the cell region to be fuel. So I only want to count the absorptions or fissions or whatever. I only want to count it in the fuel. I don't want to count it anywhere else. This is the idea of a filter, right? Okay, so you can actually define where you want to count your reactions. Okay, so next thing is to say, okay, how do we start the whole tally process? All right, you need to define a tally first. So to start, you just use this basic code. Okay, T, you define your tally as T, which is very basic, and you define it as OpenMC.tally. You put 1. Okay, I'm not going to say too much of what this is first, but after that, you can start giving it your filter. So for example, you want to put your filter to be in the fuel only. You use this thing called T.filters equals to cell filters. Okay. And then, okay, what's next? Okay, let's say you want yet another filter. You only want to count the interactions within a particular nuclide. For example, uranium-235. So for uranium-235 over here, T.nuclides equals to U-235. Okay, U-235. Alright, so let's say you have your your nuclides to be U-235, right? So I will only count fissions or whatever inside U-235. Okay, and also this is another filter, so to speak, but we don't call it a filter here per se. You don't call it a filter. You call it just the nuclides. Okay, so next thing you can tell the tally to do is to give it a score. Okay, you can give it a score. Okay, this score is okay. What interactions do you want to count? Okay, 1 is the total number of interactions. Okay, so the tally will count fissions, absorption, scattering, n alpha, whatever. You'll count everything in. So it will count this number up and put it into a tally. Okay, so another interaction you'll count is that, okay, I want a separate number to keep track of how many fissions there are going on. Another number to keep track of the number of absorptions that are going on. Okay, so absorption is neutrons being absorbed either for fission or parasitically. That means like N gamma. So and other interactions as well. So this is what is keeping track of. Okay, absorption. So N gamma is just very straightforward. You have a neutron go in and a gamma come out. Just parasitic absorption. So, okay, so these are the 4 scores. In this case, they are being counted. Okay, and similar to other XML files, we actually also need to make a tallies collection and export it to XML. So you need to put all of this into the same Python notebook. So how do you export it? Okay, tallies equals to OpenMC.tallies. Then you just put this whole T over here. Notice that this tallies over here is different from when you are describing individual tallies over here. Okay, so OpenMC.tallies, and you just put whatever tally you are having. So this tally here is T, which you defined earlier, and you kind of added all these attributes in. All this all this data you enter into this T object. Okay, so then you export all of this to XML. So if you want to print it, you just type cat tallies.xml. Notice there's an exclamation mark here because over here you're actually running it in like a shell script. Okay, so for example, if I were to I'll go to this file called basic tally, and if I were to do cat generate xml.py, it will print out everything here. So this is in the shell, in the command line, so to speak, also called a shell. Okay, if you use this cat command, you will print it out. But if you want to type shell commands here, you have to use this exclamation mark over here to type out this tallies.xml. So I can do cat tallies.out also, and okay, this is another one. This is tally1, for example. Okay, so I guess this number may have an influence on this number here, but I'm not that sure yet. Okay, so this is an example of the tallies file that I made. Okay, so what was this tallies file? Okay, so let me now apply what we learned into this example folder here. So vi generate xml.py. So all of this here was basically the lattice I was making in the previous video. Okay, so all of these are the same. Okay, the only thing now is that I did not so-called make it run OpenMC from the Python interface. I just use this to generate XML files. So remember, you have your geometry, you have your materials, and we have your settings file. Okay, and then now we have an extra XML file called the tallies. Okay, so I actually more or less copy or pasted the same code here. So alright, so what did I use for the cell filter? The cell filter is just I'm counting whatever goes on in the root cell. Remember, your root cell is in this universe over here. You have this root cell. Yeah, so yeah, I'm actually counting interactions within this root cell. So again, I'll use the OpenMC.tally to define my tally, and then I'll add a filter to it called the cell filter. Okay, and that means I'm counting all the interactions within my root cell. Nuclides, just the same. I use uranium-235 only. I didn't count interactions within the other nuclides. And you use a t-score. This t-score to be the same as what we are doing just now. And then I'll just export again. So basically, you got to understand how at least these basic tallies work. One is that you need to define your filters, which nuclides do you want to count it in, which cell do you want to count it in, and what interactions do you want to count. So these are the basics of tallies. So of course I can do a clean file. Okay, I want to change my clean file to remove my output files as well. rm-rf star.out. So to remove output files as well. Okay, so that will remove my tallies file. So now I want to generate my XML files. So I use the generate xml.py, and all my XML files will be out. And after that, I can start running OpenMC. So you can look, the keffective is more or less the same as the last time. Okay, so yeah, this is our Monte Carlo calculation. It will take a while because I think this is a pretty big file. Okay, I mean it gets bigger. Yeah, that's more or less what we are doing, and we're almost done. We are going to reach 200 batches soon. So look at all this keffective and everything is all done. And not only that, you have a tallies.xml or tallies.out now. So let's do cat tallies.out. Okay, cat tallies.out. We will just print the results of this file rather than having to go vi everything. So, okay, so this is tally 1. Okay, total reaction rate is 2.17 per neutron. That means you count the collisions as well. Fission rate per neutron will be maybe 40%. Okay, per neutron. This is a per neutron basis. Absorption rate 0.55. Okay, so that means the fission and N gamma together. So you notice if you add your fission and your N gamma together, you will almost get this number here, absorption rate. This means that the other interactions, for example N2N and everything, are more negligible. Okay, so these are all the things happening in U235. Of course, if you want to include other other things, you can include other nucleides, other reactions here as well. All right, U238, you can do scattering reactions, all of that. I believe you can go and look in your Python notebooks. But mostly what we are interested in is the fission, absorption, and gamma. Those are the most important. Okay, especially if you want to have this fission cross-section and absorption cross-section. All right, so okay, that's all I have for you. Hopefully this is good for introducing you to tallies, and of course I'll upload all of this to online into the same folder. Okay, thanks for watching. See you again.